L between left arm and the club. Here's the basic. There's the leverage. Butt of the club pointed inside the golf ball, club up my right forearm. This is neutral. This is where the club's supposed to be. This is where you want it to feel like it is. You actually want to keep the club on top of it, the feeling, and you want to keep your hands underneath it. Miss my club every time as you keep the club out there. You see what I'm trying to get you to do? Don't get your hands out to get the club out. In the takeaway, we want the club ideally when it's parallel to the ground, right down the line of my feet, right in line with my hands. Now watch. If I just use the angle I have here and didn't start the club at all this way, like watch what that would look like. Being very literal. Out there. Okay? You just happen to need more of that. With, ideally, a little downward pressure. So it's like, if I went like this and then turned you, you put it in the perfect spot, obviously. Because the club's hinging more up in front of you, not away from you, right? And really, when you're in here, understand that, like, watch, I don't have a ton of hinge. I just do a good job of not turning the club back behind me right away. So if you watch me, watch my takeaway. I'll just do a normal swing here, and you'll see, I just keep the club more in front of me in my takeaway. Okay? And all that was staying here a little longer. Not having any immediate rotation that way. And I think here's the big thing. Everybody kickstarts their club head, and it gets moving. Another way to think about it. If you did this correctly and left it out there and just went back like this, the butt of the club would be pointed more inside the left hip longer. Now, if you can get a little bit of that hinge with it, where the club feels out there with a little bit of that hinge, with a little bit of the wrist moving up, you're going to be, really in a good place.
You remember this from your video, right?
Yep, 45 degrees, right?
Yeah. So when I think about that, instead of this.
But here's the thing. Yeah, I think for you, I'm teaching you to be on the front end of it. Yes.
I got to do that.
It's so funny. Here's the thing. No matter what, and no matter what, and I love that you pointed that out, because, yes, like, the reason why I didn't even touch that one, because I'm like, well, he doesn't need to hear this right now. Because, yes, does the hinge happen at a 45-degree angle?
That's right.
Absolutely.
It's like giving a drunk a drink. You don't want to do that.
So you thinking about this, though, just moves you right over there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, you have to be on the front end, the opposite right now. It needs to feel like it's up to your nose as you turn. Oh, yeah. So much better. Go nuts with the feeling of this feel here, of the toe going more up and out there. Like this, kind of like this. Yes, that's what you need to feel in your swing. Rather than in and shut.
Driver
yes.
Driver to
everything. That is you doing that is going to be you having a square and on-plane golf club. For our viewer, if they're wondering what we're talking about. L between left arm and the club. Here's the basic. Here's the good turn. There's the leverage. From this perspective here, this is the big one. If you guys are the mirror, I want my hands straight back down the line of my feet. Butt of the club pointed inside the golf ball, club up my right forearm. That right there shows me that my hands and my golf club are in front of the center of my body. And that is where you will have to manipulate the least on the way down. So your job here is, I use the mirror to identify the feeling, to confirm it with myself. I then take that feeling in these bits and pieces and go apply it to the swing and build my drills that way. And the danger of the turn is it opens the door to have the club want to go this way. So you have to be very aware that your wrists and your pocket are doing two different things. Your pocket's turning, and what are my arms and hands doing relative to my body? That's just you feeling this. So we're doing that with the turn, and I'm pacing it with my turn. All I wanted you to do more was more of this, less of that, more of this, okay? See how that's like the straightest ball flight of all of them? But get that hinged all the way up. Practice it all the way to the L position, like where it's pointed at the golf ball. There you go. That's where you're gonna get a lot better. You just doing that all the time.
So I'm out here in the beautiful Northeast where we just wrapped up an amazing week of golf. Our clinics were such a huge success that we're gonna run it back. We're coming back October 8th and 9th and October 10th and 11th for 2 complete game clinics. If you're looking to get better and have a lot of fun while doing it, don't hesitate to sign up. Contact info@Forzak Golf today. Let's get you on the books and let's get after
Go
it.
ahead and set up again, because I want you to really understand how you set the club. And this is gonna be like a constant rehearsal for you, where you feel like the club is gonna go. This is neutral. This is where the club's supposed to be. This is where you want it to feel like it is. Because you're down in here, I need you up in here. Look what I did with your wrists. That's what it needs to feel like for you to do what you need to do. Oh, how much better was that, huh? You definitely can see the difference in ball flight though, right?
No question.
I mean, no question, right? I mean, it's like it's jumping up higher, straighter, you have more compression. When you get this set position actually correct, here's the neat thing about this. Where the club is here not only sets the perfect plane, but how I set the club also creates a fair amount of angle of attack that then strikes down the golf ball the right way. Okay, so if I just get this thing in that position and then rotate, that's why you see that ball effortlessly go straight like that with such a beautiful ball flight with compression. It's because everything's right about that. My hands relative to my body, the swing plane, my golf club, and where it's pointed relative to the ball. And then from there, all I have to do is just what I told you before, belt buckle, right on my belt line as I drive the handle through, and that just squares that thing right up with the rotation of my body, okay? Yeah, look at the ball flight. So a lot of times what people do, Kevin, is they'll start to pick up their hands in order to get the club outside. Watch this from you guys. Go back here. Both Kevins go back there.
So you've put this between the toe line and the ball?
Yeah, midway point, right? So here's the thing. You actually want to keep the club on top of it, the feeling, and you want to keep your hands underneath it. So it's like you're trying to, I don't want you to push your hands out there.
Got it.
I want the club's direction to just be out there. See that? That's the feeling. Hop in there and just try that. Awesome. Go all the way to the top like that, slowly. Oh yeah, beautiful. Miss my club every time as you keep the club out there. Do you see what I'm trying to get you to do? Don't get your hands out to get the club out. Yes, feel the club more this way. There we go. Do that again, memorize that. Feel like you're opening it as you turn, there you go. More. Keep that rehearsal going, more outside and open with the club, keep it going. Like when you actually get the hit it switch, you don't do less of what we're talking about, you only do more. This is what you haven't exaggerated for me yet today. I want to literally feel like you go like this in your takeaway. Just do a little one like that for me and hit it. Just show me that you can do that. Yeah, that's what you need to feel. That is exactly what you need to feel. At Forzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy to understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.